Before I start the beginner's workout, I'll start with some basic warm-up exercises, starting with the neck first. Standing in a relaxed position, I do 3 different types of neck exercises. Doing some neck circles, then side to side, and then down and up. Then I'll start with the shoulders. Do some shoulder circles, bring them over the top and forward. Then I reverse that, going backwards. And I bring them up and down. Then to loosen up the chest for punching, I do some arm circles. First forward, and then backwards. Then I lock my fingers behind my head, spread my feet a little more distance apart, and I do some trunk twisters. Twist and stretch. Into the other side. Now do some side bends, stretching out the obliques. Into the other side. And some trunk rotations. Arch back. And some hanging stretches between the legs. And some back bends. Then I bend and stretch, grab my ankle, pull my head towards my knee. Holding that pressure. Over to the other leg. And then between the legs. And coming up, placing my hands on the mat in front of me. Keeping my feet flat on the floor, my knees locked. Stretch. Walk towards my hands with my feet. Keeping my knees locked, my feet flat on the floor. Grabbing the ankles, bend and stretch. I recommend that you do all these exercises until you feel properly warmed up to do the sitting stretches. The first stretching exercise will be the hamstring stretch. From the sitting position, bring one foot in to the inside of the leg, heel press in towards your groin. Make sure that your toes are pointed up, that your knee is pressed in against the mat. We're going to be working the hamstring muscle on the back side of the quadricep. From here, all you're going to do is reach forward, hold that resistance and pressure, and stretch it. The more that you do this, the more the muscle will relax, the higher you're going to be able to kick when we get into the workout. I recommend you do this with both legs, at least 3 repetitions each, holding for 15 seconds. From here, I'm going to go into the intermediate hamstring and quadricep stretch. So by bringing one leg behind you, tuck your heel in against your hips. This knee is at least at a 90-degree angle or more. You're going to bend and stretch the same way. You'll feel a little more resistance this time in the hamstring. Eventually, you're trying to bring your chin down to your knee, laying your body down on top of your leg. Once again, you should hold this for 15 seconds, at least 3 repetitions. From this exercise, by placing your hands behind you, you can push up towards the ceiling and press, stretching the quadricep now, or the frontal thigh. Just push up. And once you get loose in this position, start sliding the rear leg back even farther. And do that whole thing again, reaching forward and stretching. Placing your hands behind you, pressing up, stretching the quadricep right here. From this position, for the side kick position, put your hands in front, come up off the mat, bring this front foot sideways, and we'll be stretching out for the side kick. Stretching the body down towards the knee in this position. Sitting back down, bring the left leg out. Now you have your feet in a spread position, both toes facing up to the ceiling. Just go to the point of resistance. Reach and stretch. To the other leg. And then center. Just trying to lay your head down on the mat in front of you. And from here, close your feet together, about 6 inches apart. Stretching for the calves now in the back. Bend and stretch. Grab the feet. Pull forward. Then from here, we're just going to come up, right up on the knees. Rest on your elbows in front. Spread your knees as far apart as you can. Press straight back with the hips. Working the inner groin muscles. After doing this routine for about 15 minutes, you'll be ready for the basic workout.